Hey, what's up, y'all? Blake here. Welcome back to the channel. Going to be taking a quick look at a couple more props here on PrizePicks NFL Week 1. If y'all are new, thanks for coming around. If you're new to PrizePicks, use this promo code right here down below. Get yourself signed up, and that will get your first deposit instantly matched up to $100. Also, if y'all have not joined my fantasy league, quit being a bitch and join. Hoping we can get enough people on there so we can draft Monday. But we can't do that if I'm talking to you right there. The link is on my channel. The link is in the description of this video. Uh, the link is everywhere. So quit being a bitch and do it. Quit fucking around so we can get it going before it's too late. All right. So I'm sitting here, y'all, and I'll follow me. I'm sitting here scrolling. They got a few more categories up. Then some of them they just put up. Some of them were up this morning. Either way, they're trickling in. These categories are trickling in. And one that I came across, it's in and it's the pass and rushing yards, and it's the only prop they have up right now. They got Patty at 315 and a half pass rush yards. Now, am I tripping or is this a lock for on the over? Obviously, like, am I either I'm an idiot or this is the lock. This is it, and it could be both. It could very well be both, but either way, I'm thinking this is easy money right here. Patty over 315 and a half passing and rushing yards. I mean, and we got stats to back it up, but like at first glance, am I the only one that's looking at this and kind of like scratching my head like surely. So let's take a look at the stats. So last season, Patty is throwing 38. He's throwing the ball 38 times per game on average, which is a lot. We know Andy Reid likes to utilize that arm of Pat's and throw the ball a lot. Even whenever their running backs get involved in the game, like 50% of the time, it's on a reception, anyways. So we got 38 passing attempts per game, so we know the volume's there. His average last season was 308 passing yards per game. I think you could take a look at like just the passing yards if you wanted to. I think it's set at like 298. So you could take a glance there and see if you like that. But we know Detroit's kind of up their defense, and we'll get to that here in just a second. But if the passing game does fall a little short, let's say around 290 or whatever, he's gonna make up for it on his feet. One is gonna compensate for the other. Detroit, I don't care how much they upgrade their defense, they're not gonna shut this dude down. I mean, this is still Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes that we're talking about here. And what we want to also look at is that if he clears this line in more than 50% of his games last season, which that stat I do wish was a little better. That doesn't sound that appealing to me, but anyways, he clears this in more than half of his games, his 315 and a half pass rush yards. In season openers, in his 5 season openers, he clears this 3 of 5 times. Last year, he fucking hit it out of the park, killed it on the season opener against Arizona, I believe. So now let's take a look at the Lions defense last season. Okay, just bear with me. This is last season. I know they're miracle man this year, but last season the Detroit Lions allowed the second most yards per pass, 7.5 yards per passing attempt. That's the second worst in the league. Passing yards in general as a defense, they allowed the third most in the league, just passing yards altogether. Passing first downs in the league, so how many times they allowed the offense to sling it for a first, the 5th most in the league. So they're fucking shit last year on their defense, right? You can't tell me that they're going to be able to turn around enough in the offseason to shut down the defending Super Bowl champ to under 315 and a half pass rush yards. You can't convince me. I'll literally have to see it come Thursday to believe it. Now, again, like I said, I know that Detroit's leveled up in this offseason, and good for them. Secondary, mainly, again, good for them because I love Dan Campbell. I think everybody does. But this season's projection on NFL.com, Detroit is still picked to have the 22nd worst defense in the NFL. For those of you that don't know, there's 32 teams in the NFL. So 22nd is bottom 10. That's still bottom 10 of the league. And like I said, this is still Andy Reid here we're talking about. So you just can't convince me that this isn't there. I'm taking it, and we can take a look right here really quick. This is just a quick chart. You see our line 300 right here, so we just want it right above that. Here towards the end of the season when they were a little more conservative, and a few games here postseason, but towards the end of the league being a little more conservative, that's when this kind of falls off. But shit, from here, this is game 1 of the season, all the way through here. What is that? Maybe 12 weeks, 13 weeks or so. Look at this stretch right here. This stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a row. He hits this number 7 times in a row in the midst of last season. So, and like I said, season opener right here, 365 pass rush yards. Like I said, you just can't convince me that it's not going to happen. Like I said, y'all can call me out in the chat. Y'all can call bullshit if you want, but I'm calling this a lock. I'm logging it in. Probably going to throw it in again with that Dak free square. You might as well. Another one that I'm looking at here is, but just to be very clear, I haven't done a whole lot of I just like it. Some of them you just like. You just throw it in there. Travis Kelsey receiving touchdown. I know one of y'all mentioned it over on Discord, and they took it off for a minute and put it back on. I think a Travis Kelsey anytime receiving touchdown is, that's almost a lock every week. Not a lock, but you can almost count on that every week that he's gonna score. So that's another one of the ones that don't take a whole lot of breakdown. It kind of speaks for itself. So I think that's also worth notating in right there. But anyways, we're gonna take a look at some more of these. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe start like a little, like a touchdown edition of PrizePicks videos where we just look at, we'll give out our favorite props, period, but then we want to look at like touchdown props where we only look at the touchdown categories. Anyways, it's just something that'll come down the road. But anyways, right now we got Patty over 315.5 pass and rush yards. Travis Kelsey anytime receiving touchdown. That Patty Mahomes one, like I said, y'all might flame me for it, but I can't be the only one that saw that and fucking jumped at it. So anyways, let me know what y'all think. Jump in the fantasy league. Don't be scared. Don't be a bitch. Later. I'm out.